Hey, it's Sean with what was formerly 2020 Vision. We are now going to Unblinded, co-creating breakthroughs and dreams, crushing fear and distortion. And we are here at the AFB, the American Foundation for the Blind, in Penn Plaza with Kirk Adams, Senor Presidente.
Hello.
Suzette, how are you?
Hi.
And Adriana, how are you?
Hi. Doing well.
Yes, and Tiffany on camera. Hello, Tiffany.
Hello.
And it is Fun Friday.
And it is Fun Friday, so we're having a lot of fun talking about hacking the challenge of the unemployment rate for the blind and redefining blindness. So here's a quick question, and send some comments. I really appreciate it. When you hear blind, what's your reaction? Like, what do you feel? What do you think? First thing, because one of the things that we've been discussing is how wildly well-intentioned people can reinforce things that are not really true. And Kirk, what might some of those things be, you think, that people might reinforce about blindness that simply are not true?
That a visual condition comes along with a developmental condition, that blind people have less intelligence than sighted people, that blind people need to be taken care of, that blind people need people to do their work for them rather than succeeding on their own. So those are a few.
Yeah, and even like really well-intentioned friends. I was like Scott Martin was down at LBI, and he's like, so close. Yeah, I tried to surf like you do, and close my eyes, and I wiped that. It's amazing. And so that was so. I felt great. I felt proud. I felt wonderful. But I think at the same time, a lot of the access to blindness is the notion that it's so inspirational. It's either make fun of it or be scared of it. Or maybe it's so inspirational that you can overcome such a problem. And we've been discussing a lot that blindness also creates access to unleashing superpowers. The superpower of listening, human influence, deeper empathy. And I don't mean just being like a hug. Empathy can equal money. And like we have mixed associations about things. Like empathy can equal money. Like Oprah had tremendous empathy and deep listening and made tons of money. Like the fact that Steve Wynn is like, a badass, and he like runs Las Vegas, and oh, by the way, he's blind. And these are just some things that people don't associate to. So as we're looking forward, we're talking about doing more and more work together to change the meaning. And by the way, I'm not speaking on behalf of the AFB because I get a little crazy. So I'm speaking on my behalf, but my intention is to help co-create a new meaning for blindness, where people feel that there's power, that there's strength, and not that people don't need accessibility, which of course they do, right? But they can also bring things that are incredibly unique and powerful. And that's something I stand for. I don't know. Adriana, your thoughts on that?
No, completely agree. I mean, as somebody who's worked at AFB for 15 years and who works with a lot of people who are blind, I can just say, there's no limits to what you can do when you're blind or visually impaired. And I think that a lot of people who live in our society, there are a lot of fears, there are a lot of misconceptions about what it means. And this is an opportunity to change that and shift the way people think. And just need to get more stories out there and more energy around this. So thank you, Sean, for being here with us today and thinking about how to change the way people see blindness.
Yeah. And we want to get this message out there. And also, we're going to be having the Business Breakthrough Game, our Unblinded event on January 10, 11, and 12 in New Jersey. So we're also chatting about that. Kirk has, I thank you, agreed to be a speaker at that event. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we're going to have some fun there. And you may be hearing right now something that is not what I'm attempting to convey. This is not going to be a talk about, oh, people are blind and be nice. It's not going to be that at all. We're actually going to do some very powerful influencing exercises that show access to how having our sight taken away from us for a little bit can create massive acceleration. It's not going to be cute and silly and fun. This is actually something that I am committed to taking a shot at going viral with. An exercise that can increase people's money and income, right? That's what people pay attention to sometimes, by having greater access to listening, understanding, and empathy, because that allows us to effectively influence other people for sales, for leadership, for friendship, for relationship, and all those things. So we're at Penn Plaza talking about a lot today from the AFB offices, and I'm super thankful. Any final comments for anyone?
Just grateful that our paths crossed, and look looking forward to supporting one another as we change the way the world sees blindness and creating that world of no limits.
Awesome. And if you want to make more money in less time with more magic in your business or your sales, as my phone is ringing, then you'll be there January 10, 11, and 12. Stay tuned. And we're all blind and just learning to see. Thanks.